Welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you guys didn't miss me too much. I've been gone for quite some time, and I guess this is just a quick update video. So let's go ahead and roll that intro. So as you guys can see, I am in a shoulder sling. I had shoulder surgery recently. Actually, as the time of this filming, I've only been out of surgery for like 3 or 4 days. So, cool. Anyway, as you see, the biggest update here is that I'm in a house now and I have a desk and I have a place to actually edit videos. So that was one of the biggest things of why I've been gone for so long. But the biggest thing is that this computer recently took a dump on me, and that is where I did a lot of my editing and a lot of my file holding, so to speak, video files, and just I kind of filmed and offloaded stuff onto here and offloaded that into a hard drive. So luckily I have the hard drive, but there are a lot of things on the computer that are kind of holding me back. But you know, nonetheless, I have my other computer here. I'm actually in the middle of editing another video. So like I said, I moved, I've had surgery. One of the biggest updates is that Mitsu, she had her engine pulled. I'm pulling her engine now. Let's go ahead and cut to the footage of why I am pulling that engine.
Yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, as you guys can see, it's got a horrible tick. At first I thought it was the valve train because the 4G63 motors are infamous for having that valve train tick. I'm sorry, my cat is in the background meowing, but so anyway, the 4G63s have been infamous for that valve train tick, and initially I thought that's what it was. But it sounded to me from the bottom end and more like a spun bearing. Not only that, somehow the sound was intermittent, but that wasn't the actual problem. The problem was that the power would be there and then all of a sudden it would just fall flat on its face. When I pulled the tuning logs, which is what I use this computer for mainly, the logs, the air fuel ratio, the fuel mappings, all the things looked fairly normal. I didn't see any real issue. So we went ahead and decided to pull the motor, and right now it's stripped down to the long block. I have to continue to dig down into it, but you know, that'll be coming out in the future videos. So you know, like I said, I've been gone for a little while, and hopefully I'm back. I have a means to hopefully upload more consistently now. Man, words are hard. I have a means to upload more consistently now. So speaking of which, let's go ahead and cut into the garage and show you guys exactly what my workspace is like. So yeah, so you know, starting at the bottom, you know, you can see a bunch of scrap steel. I got a scrap steel bucket and everything like that. You can see the subframe for the car, along with the coolers in a drain pan on the ground. I've already power washed the subframe, and I'm gonna actually scrap that cooler because there's no real way to clean it. I don't know if there's any metal inside of it, but you guys will see that on a further update video. Speaking of updates, Mitsu's got a whole laundry list of things to do. Is what it is. I was due for that, but I do have a lot of plans for the car to get done. You know, I did purchase that. All right, so I did purchase that spare transmission last year. I am going to rebuild that, and we're going to make sure we get this thing. Oh, shouldn't too early. We're going to get this long block situated. So yeah, along with the transmission rebuild, we're going to get the engine rebuilt. While I have a general idea of how I'm going to do it, there's still a few options and a few little kinks that I want to work out before I completely rip it apart. One option being is buying another short block and rebuilding that cylinder head, and then rebuilding that short block when I get to that point as a spare, and of course buying another cylinder head to put on it, so to having a whole complete motor, basically a whole drivetrain. That'd be kind of cool. You know, kind of cost depending. We'll see where things end up. And then, you know, of course, like I said, I bought a new plasma cutter that also functions as a TIG and stick machine. You know, so I'm practicing that on the side with all the scrap metal and everything like that. You can see I've got a little welding table, and I've got a bunch of metal and stuff like that leaning against my work table. This is for a welding cart. This is for a welding cart build, and I'm going to be documenting here when I get my shoulder back situated. And then this right here is just another little side project my wife and I are doing. But then, you know, you got the actual transmission on the cradle that I built specifically for this purpose. So yeah, as you can see, a lot of going on here in the garage. It looks a lot messier than what it is. It kind of is what it is. You know, when you move and you get thrown right into work, you don't have time to unpack everything. And then with the car being the way it is, you know, excuses. It doesn't matter. Long story short, I'm working through these as best as I can. So yeah, I hope you guys stick with it. So yeah, as you guys can see, my workspace is a bit messy, and as I explained in the garage walkthrough, I basically take everything out of the garage that, you know, at least that's in my work area. I take it out and I move it out into the driveway because I have a fairly large-ish driveway. Move it out into there, have a clean, neat, tidy workspace as I work, and then when I'm done for the day or for the night, I move everything back into it so that I can basically not have all my stuff strewn all throughout the street because nobody wants to have their stuff outside. So with that being said, I hope you guys really stick around. I'm really excited to bring the content that I am working on for you guys right now. Like I said, I'm working on it right now as we speak. But I'm really excited to bring this content to you guys so that you guys can see the raw and real environment that somebody like myself, or maybe you or whomever, you know, maybe working in the garage to literally build a home-built car and enjoy it. You know, I'm very, very excited for that, and I really hope you guys stick around for that. So without further ado, as always, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Be safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.